Which theme we have to select, ma'am, to start the test?
Kindly everyone unmute yourself. You can see someone speaking. Cut sir and Vaishali ma'am. If you have any doubt, you can ask. Otherwise, you can unmute. Thank you. So we have only 38 participants over here. Shivamani ma'am, you have any doubt? So it's moving on. We are moving on with time. 40 participants are there, so we'll start the quiz. another 2 minutes. Within that, I'll stop the quiz. So I'm ending this session. So these are the winning status, and this is how things have gone. So I'll share this summary sheet with your laboratory teachers, so I can see altogether a 40 percentage of 40 percentage of things have gone right over here, but still you people need practice if you want to get a better score in this quizzes, and also kindly concentrate and practice these topics. That is, whatever we teach in a week, try to practice and make yourself skilled in this language called as Python. So I'll directly move on with today's session. um, so here goes our presentation. So still we have left out with one composite data type, that is called as, or I can say it as data structure, which has been called as dictionary. Okay. So in our uh, previous week, we discussed this study of data structures or composite data types. We started off with list, then we learned about tuple, and then we learnt about set. Okay, so along with these three, there is another composite data type which is called as dictionary. Okay, so you people all know the concept of a dictionary. We have an index, okay, associated with that index. A value implies a meaning is being associated with an index. Okay, so we know what's the meaning of a dictionary. Okay, so the same thing is being applied over here. Key value pairs actually work with this concept called as dictionary. So I'll directly move on with the content of today. We're going to learn about dictionary, how it has been created, how we actually traverse over dictionary, and what kind of methods that can be used to work over or perform different manipulations over dictionary. So this is what we're going to discuss in today's class. So to start with, the representation, how do we actually represent a dictionary is curly braces. So you people have already come across this curly braces when we describe set. Okay, so the elements that is being placed into a set are enclosed within curly braces, but the complete representation of curly braces is given to dictionary. That is, when you create an empty set, whenever you create an empty set, and when you try to print your empty set, in our previous session, if you would have seen, for example, let me go in this way. When I tried to create a set, okay, so SE is equal to set of, I'm sorry, SE is equal to set of. So this creates an empty set. So when I try to print SE, that is a set, What is being displayed over here? Set of. That's it. Set of actually means it's an empty set. So now if I try to create a dictionary, okay, I'm just creating a dictionary. So I'll create a dictionary in the form of a curly braces. Okay, so for set also I will be using curly braces, but for dictionary also I will be using curly braces. But curly braces is generally used to represent dictionary. Okay, the elements of set as well as the elements of dictionary will be enclosed within curly braces. So if you take list, okay, so if you take list, one sec, if you take list, how do I represent list? I will represent list within square brackets. Okay, if I take tuple, the elements of the tuple will be represented inside or enclosed within round brackets. If you take the elements of the set, it will be enclosed within curly braces. Similarly, the elements of dictionary will also be enclosed within curly braces. Okay, clear. But this curly braces representation is generally given to dictionary. Okay, when we say that, how do you represent a dictionary? You can say curly braces. That is an empty. When an empty set is being displayed with curly braces, it actually means it is a dictionary. Am I clear? It actually means it is a dictionary. Fine. So this point I want to insist. So I'm insisting. So now we will directly move on with the discussion of dictionary. So dictionary is being represented using curly braces. Okay. So dictionary is actually a composite data type which is similar to your list. Okay. So list is also a collection of uh, different data types. Your dictionary, why we actually compare it with list is the majority of things that we do with respect to list is same such stuffs are applicable with respect to dictionary. So only they generally say dictionary and list are similar to each other. And to put on it on another way, both of these data types are very popular in Python. Okay, mostly people will go with the usage of list and will go with the usage of dictionary. Okay, so now we will discuss some important points related to dictionary. So dictionary is actually a collection of key value pairs. You will be having a key. Okay, associated to the key there will be a value. Okay, a key will always be mapped to a value. For example, if you take your entire class, okay, you want to you want to maintain the list of marks of the students for a particular subject. For example, if mathematics is one subject within your class, you want to represent a list. Okay, you want to represent the list of marks of this subject called as mathematics for each and every student. So how I can do that over here is with the help of dictionary I can do it. Okay, so here key value pair actually means for each and every student is associated with a mark value. One student with roll number 1 is associated with the mark. Roll number 2 is associated with a mark. Roll number 3 is associated with a mark. So there is a relationship between each and every student and their mark. Okay, so this is the mark that he has scored in mathematics. So the student name and the marks are associated with each other. So if I want to represent that one subject mark of each and every student within a single entity, then I can go to the concept called as dictionary. So I hope you understood. Okay, so as I said, you have a single entity. Okay, so this is one roll number 1. Okay, so this roll number 1 has scored the marks 100. Clear. And roll number 2 has scored the marks 98, something like this. So this is for one entire class. So this is for one entire class. So I want to create a list like this. So this goes on. I have only 2 roll numbers. In the same way, I can have this nth student having the mark as 87, something like this. So this entire data has to be represented by one single entity. So that can be done with the help of dictionary. Okay, so dictionary actually represents a key value pair. The elements within a dictionary will be represented in the form of a key value pair. I can give you one other example. If you take myself as one of the employee of Rajalakshmi Engineering College, so if they want to maintain a data, okay, of if they want to maintain a profile for me, okay, so with the help of a dictionary, that profile can be maintained. So how? My name is so and so, my age is so and so, this is my qualification, okay, so this is my email ID, this is my designation, this is my salary package. So this makes up a profile of mine. If that is going to be the case, each and every attribute of mine as an employee, for example, name is an attribute, I will be having an employee ID, I will be having a designation, I belong to a specific branch, I will be having an email ID, I will be having a salary package. So all this are called as the attributes of this single entity called as employee. So for this one single entity, I can create a dictionary. So my first key will be name, okay, my second key will be my uh, number, okay, I have a number within my, I have an employee ID, okay, my employee ID becomes my second attribute, my third attribute can be my department, my fourth attribute can be, so each and every key. So நேம்ன்றது ஒரு கீ, அதுக்கான கரஸ்பாண்டிங் வேல்யூ என்ன? சொர்ண சாந்தி. ஓகே, ஸோ எம்ப்ளாயி ஐடி ஒரு கீ, அதோட கரஸ்பாண்டிங் வேல்யூ என்ன? CS66. பிரான்ச்ன்றது another key, அதோட கரஸ்பாண்டிங் attribute என்ன? கரஸ்பாண்டிங் வேல்யூ என்ன? CSE. Okay, so in this way dictionaries can be used. Okay, so where you actually apply in this kind of scenarios, you can use dictionaries to represent key value pairs. Okay, so this point, and next point that you have to know is dictionary is mutable. So when I say dictionary is mutable, it actually means you can shrink. For example, if you take this employee, for example, this employee ID, okay, I'm sorry, employee case, employee entity case, where you have an attribute called as designation, a key called as designation. Okay, so this key, the value of this key can change from one point to another point. So in this year I can be an assistant professor SG, next year I can change it, I can become associate professor. Okay, so there will be a necessity for you to change the value of a specific key. So that should be possible when we work with dictionary. And similarly, if a new employee is getting added into, for example, I can have nested dictionaries. Okay, so now இப்போ நான் வந்து ஒரு single dictionary என்னன்னு சொன்னா employee உடைய data maintain பண்றது. So if you take any organization, you will not be having one employee. You can have more than one employee, obviously. So if I want to maintain dictionary for each and every employee and put them together into a single dictionary, then that is also a dictionary can be nested dictionary. A collection of dictionaries can be put into a single dictionary, okay, for all the employees together. So if that is going to be the case, there will be necessary for you to add an employee whenever a new employee is getting in. So when I say dictionary is mutable, it actually means you can shrink as well as you can grow your dictionary. If an employee leaves, his data can be removed from the dictionary. If an employee is newly joining, you can add a dictionary with respect to that new employee. So dictionaries are mutable. You can modify the elements as well as you can add or delete elements from a dictionary. Okay, so as I gave you an example, one dictionary can be nested within another dictionary. So nesting actually means, I'll just show you a simple example to picturize. So here if you see, I told dictionaries will be represented using curly braces. So I'm having the first dictionary. Okay, we will be seeing the representation name. Okay, name, I'm putting it as Swarna. Okay, and I'll put a comma, then I will put branch. I'm just taking two attributes, branch CSC. So this is this dictionary. Okay, this dictionary represents one person. Okay, for one person, the first element, okay, the outer dictionary is having an inner dictionary, okay, which represents one employee detail. In the same way, I can have, okay, now I have put a comma, then I can open a curly braces, okay, which represents the second element of the outer dictionary. which can contain the detail of my second employee, for example. Okay. CSE. So there are two dictionaries nested within an outer dictionary. Okay, so dictionary can have another dictionary within itself. So you have, that is what I'm saying. Organization can have more than one employee. So all those employee details can be maintained within one single dictionary, where each and every employee details will be represented as a dictionary. So this is called as nesting a dictionary inside another dictionary. Okay. So, and if I want to access the elements, okay, if you are using list, you will access the elements with the help of index. Okay, so dictionary elements are accessed via key values. With the help of keys, you can actually access the elements of a dictionary. So these are the points that you have to keep in mind. So the major points is dictionary, where the collection of elements will be in the form of key value pairs. Okay, that is one point. Dictionary is mutable, that is you can add new elements into your dictionary, you can delete elements out of dictionary, and similarly you can change the element value within a dictionary. Okay, and nesting of dictionary within another dictionary is always possible. Okay, and as list elements, if and if you take dictionary, how do I access the elements of my dictionary? With the help of the keys. இப்போ நம்மளுடைய concentration, when I say elements of my dictionary, it actually makes up the key value pair, but in which value becomes the major element, because key will be same for all the but. For example, if I take nesting, if I gave you one example of maintaining the employee data within a dictionary. Okay, so for each and every employee, you had a dictionary nested within another dictionary. Okay, so that dictionary will be having the same keys: name, branch, employee ID, etc., etc. Okay, so key is not the major stuff over here. Key is one major part, but when I speak about element, it actually means the value of that key. So one single dictionary represents which employee's data. So what is the name? What is the designation? What is the age? What is the salary? What is the qualification, etc., etc. So if I want to access those values, I can access them only through the keys. Okay, so that is what we have to remember. So next, I will move on with the other things. So here the point that you have to keep in mind is dictionary is mutable. You can add and delete elements out of a dictionary. So next we will learn how to create dictionaries. So dictionaries have their key values pair enclosed within comma, okay, within curly braces. So this is how you will generally create a dictionary directly. So here if you see, if I want to create an empty dictionary, I already told you D is equal to, if I put two curly braces, it actually means that I have created a empty dictionary. So D is equal to curly braces actually means you are creating an empty dictionary. So if I want to add values into this dictionary, that is, if during the time of creation itself I want to add values into it, how I can do it? D is equal to, open your curly brace, first you have to mention the key, then you have to keep a colon. Okay, so let me take this concept. Okay, so I'll take the name. Since name is an attribute which is a string, I have to enclose that key value within single quotes or double quotes. Okay, so கோலனுக்கு லெஃப்ட் சைட்ல வரது வந்து உங்களுடைய கீ, கோலனுக்கு அப்புறம் நீங்க என்ன எழுதுறீங்களோ that is called as value. Okay, so name is equal to Sorna. Next, what is the next element of my dictionary? So name is Sorna. Now I am putting the other attribute as age. Okay, so age is my second key. Okay, whose value is going to be 39. Okay, is it clear? So since 39 is a direct value, it's an integer, I can give it directly. Or if I want to keep or maintain 39 in the form of string also, I can enclose it within single quotes or double quotes. Okay, so next what I can do is I can give the stuff as what I will do, designation. Okay, so I'm just giving designation. I will put it as AOP. So into this dictionary, how many values I have added? How many? This dictionary has three elements inside it, three key value pairs are inside it. Okay, so the first key is name, its corresponding value is Swarna. Okay, so its second key is age, its corresponding value is 39. The third key is a designation and its corresponding value is AOP. So if I print D, what will be given as my answer? A dictionary is being displayed. First is name, that is the key whose value is Swarna. Second key is age, whose value is 39. Third value is designation, whose value is AOP. Okay, is it clear? So I hope this is understandable. So this is one way of creating your dictionary. So here if you see, I'm just showing you an example. These are the keys, these are the corresponding values. So for this particular thing, if I want to create a dictionary, this is how I will create the dictionary. So this is one way of creating a dictionary. Another way of creating dictionary is using your, for example, D1 is equal to using your function called as dict. So dict is a built-in function which will help you to create dictionaries. Okay, so there are you can pass on composite data types in order to create a dictionary, but you should be very careful in passing a composite data type to this dict function. Okay, so D1 is equal to dict of ன்னு கொடுத்தேன்னா அது என்ன பண்ணும், ஒரு empty dictionary create பண்ணும். So here if you see, if I want to create an empty dictionary, what I have to do, D is the name of the dictionary which is equal to, I will invoke the dict function dict of அப்படின்னு நான் போட்டேன்னா என்ன ஆகும், ஒரு empty dictionary create ஆயிடும். Okay, so if I want to add elements, okay, if I want to create a dictionary from another composite data type, how it should actually look like. So there is another way. What I can do is D1 is equal to dict. For this dict function, I can pass a list. What I can do, I can pass a list. So kindly follow me. I can pass list of tuples has arguments. So what is the meaning of this? When I say list of tuples, it actually means, I hope you can understand, list of tuples. So how does list of tuples will look like? You will have a square bracket. Okay, within that square bracket you will be having one round bracket, comma, another round bracket, another round bracket. This goes on. How many tuples you want, you can have it, and then you will close it. So this list of tuples can be passed as an argument to this dict. So this will actually create a dictionary with those values. So now I will work இதே example நாம இங்க எழுதி காட்டலாம். So I need to pass a list. So first thing that you have to do, what? I need to pass a list. So I have to open a square bracket. So what is my list of tuples? So how do I write a tuple? Within round brackets. So இந்த டியூபிளுக்கு கீ வேல்யூ பேர்ஸை மென்ஷன் பண்ணணும். இந்த டியூபிள்குள்ள கீயையும் வேல்யூவையும் மென்ஷன் பண்ணா போதும். ஸோ கீயையும் வேல்யூ எப்படி மென்ஷன் பண்ணுவீங்க? நேம், கமா, சொர்ணா. So this is one tuple within this list. Second tuple is age, comma, 25. Sorry, 39. I'll close it. Okay. Next tuple is designation. Put DES. Okay, comma, AOP. So since it's a string, I have to enclose it within single quotes or double quotes. So now I have created a list which contains how many tuples within it? 3 tuples within it. I'm sorry. 3 tuples within it. Okay. And I am passing that list of tuples to this dictionary function. So now what my dictionary function will do, it will take this list of tuples, it is taking this list of tuples, and what it will do is, this is your key, this is your first key. So for this first key, This becomes the value. So this will be considered as your second key, and 39 becomes its value. So it will take each and every tuple and it will create the key value pair. This is your third key and this is the value of your third key. So this is what your dictionary dict function will do. It will take each and every tuple and create an element for your dictionary. Okay, so this becomes the first element, this becomes the second element, this becomes the third element. So now if I try and print CD1, so D1 has been created as a dictionary for which you have passed. How you have created D1? By invoking your dict function for which what you have passed list of tuples. Keep that in mind. You cannot pass a list as such which is containing different elements. So that won't allow you to create a dictionary. If you want to create a dictionary, you want key value pairs. Okay. So if that is going to be the case, what you can pass as an argument for your dict function as a collection of tuples. Okay. A list of tuples can be passed as an argument for dict function in order to create a dictionary. Similarly, there is also another way you can create a dictionary using dict function. So that is just passing strings as an argument. Okay, strings are நேரடியாவும் pass பண்ணலாம். So something like this. So what I can do is d2 is equal to, okay, dict of, no need to enclose name within double quotes. It will be taken as a key. Okay, so name is equal to Sorna, comma, age is equal to 39. So what I am doing, directly I am passing string values. Okay, இங்க என்ன பண்ண, நேரடியா என்ன சொல்லிட்டேனா, this is your, what my dict function will do, it will take the first variable. Okay, this is a variable name and its corresponding string value. This is a variable name and this is its corresponding string value. So this variable name will be converted into the key and this variable value will be taken as the key value pair. So now if I print D2, it's been created as a dictionary. So name is Sorna, age is 39. Okay, clear? Is it clear? So these are the different ways through which you can create a dictionary. Okay, using your dict function or directly using the curly braces with comma separated key value pairs. Okay, these are the two ways that can be, the two are the different ways through which you can create dictionary. So still there is also another way. There is also another way, that is whatever that we have discussed till now, where we created the dictionary directly. Okay, so there will be certain cases where you will be having an idea of extending your dictionary now and then. So you want to increment or you need to add a new element again and again into a dictionary. If that is going to be the case, how you can work it out? So that is also very simple. So we will move on with an example over here to make you understand. So I'm creating a dictionary called as person. Okay, so this is a dictionary. So person is a dictionary which is an empty dictionary. I've created person as an empty dictionary. So now if I want to add a new key value pair into this person dictionary, what I can do is I can do it with the help of this simple process. I will take the person is the name of my dictionary, open the round bracket and specify your key. So this is the first name of the person. Okay, so whatever that you are enclosing within your double quotes will, sorry, within your square bracket, okay, whatever that you are enclosing within the square bracket will be considered as a key. What is that? It will be considered as the key. So for that, what value you is assigned, that becomes the value of this key. Okay, so now if I print person, what happened? இனிஷியலா பர்சன் எப்படி இருந்துச்சு, எம்டியா இருந்துச்சு. ஸோ இந்த ஸ்டெப்பை நான் எக்ஸிக்யூட் பண்ணதுனால என்னாச்சு, எஃப் நேம்னு ஒரு கீ கிரியேட் ஆகி அதோட கரஸ்பாண்டிங் வேல்யூ சொர்ணான்ற வேல்யூ இஸ் பீன் அசைன் டு எஃப் நேம். ஓகே, ஸோ in the same way now I can add another value, person of, I'm having a key called as age is equal to 39. So now if I print person, what happened? Two variables, sorry, two elements are being added into your dictionary. So now I am using, now I want another way. Okay, now I want another element or another key value pair to be added into this. For example, uh, where there we had, I will put, since we create, I'm putting spouse name. Okay, so this is your, I'm giving the name. Okay, so now if I type person, so name, age, spouse name, all three elements, key value pairs becomes the elements of your dictionary. Now if I want to add, okay, another attribute of this person, okay, for example, person of children. So if you take all the previous cases, okay, a person can have one name, age will be only one, spouse name will also be only one. So if they have children, okay, they can have more than one children. So if I want to enclose their children, all the children's name, if that's going to be the case, what I can do over here is I can create that in the form of a list. I can give the value in the form of a list. I hope is you can understand. In the first case la value என்ன ஃபார்ம்ல கொடுத்திருக்கோம், ஸ்ட்ரிங்கா கொடுத்திருக்கோம். இந்த கேஸ்ல வேல்யூ என்னவா கொடுத்திருக்கோம், இன்டிஜரா கொடுத்திருக்கோம். இந்த கேஸ்ல வேல்யூ என்னவா கொடுத்திருக்கோம், I want answer.
String again.
String ஆ கொடுத்திருக்கோம். Value, there is no restriction when we speak about value. Okay, value can be of any form. Okay, value can be of any data type. So understand, value can be of any data type. So I know this attribute children will not have only one value. Okay, there can be a person who can have only one child. There can be another person who can have more than one child. Okay, if that is going to be the case, how I am going to give the values? So I can, value can be given in the form of a list. Okay, so I'm going to give the value in the form of a list. So I'm just saying, giving names over here. Okay, so now if I see this person, what happened? So children is their fourth key whose values are, there are two values. Okay, either you have a child called as Karthik and another child called as Mithula. Okay, so now I will give you another case. Another case is if you want to mention the pets of this person. Okay, so I'm having another attribute called as pets. So just I'm teaching you what kind of values can be enclosed within a dictionary. A how and all key value pairs can exist. That is what we are seeing. Okay. So pets, if you see, your pets can be of different. Okay, I at my home I can have a dog as a pet. I can also have cats as pet. I can also have a fish tank where my fishes can be treated as a pet. So it's not necessary that I will be having one type of pet at home. I can have more than one type of pet. Okay. So what I can do is the values. How now the question is how I will give the values. So does anyone have answers? When we took this key called as children, okay. So children, there can be a person who can have more than one children. So all the children can be of, children implies their children, their children. Okay, so we just gave the names directly. So now the case over here is my attribute is pet. Okay, you can have different different types of pets. Now what my question is, how can I give this value? For example, I'll give you an example. I have two pets at home. Okay, dog as well as fish. So I have a dog will be associated with a name. I have a fish, my fish will also be associated with a name. Okay, so list of tuples through list, but the better way is to associate them in the form of a dictionary. Okay, so what I will do over here is I will give the value in the form of a dictionary. So dogs, colon, I'll give a name to my dog. So I'm having only one dog. If that's going to be the case, I'll give that dog name. Okay, comma, I'm having fishes at home. So let my next pet be fishes. Okay. So I have only one fish at home. I gave a name to that fish called as Pinky. Okay. So I'll close it. So I have two pets at home. One is called as dogs. Another variety is fishes. So I have one dog at home and one fish tank. There is only one fish. Okay. So the values will be given in the form of a dictionary. So if I put person, now what has happened? My last element, key value pair is pets. Pets can be dogs and pets can be fishes. Okay. Is it clear? So in this way also you can incrementally create your dictionary. Okay. So moving on with the discussion of other stuffs. So now the question is, how do I access the elements of my dictionary? So I've already told you the accessing of elements is being done through keys. Okay. So person, if I put, every elements of my dictionary is being displayed. So if I put person of F name, so I want to know what is the name of this person. So it will display Sorna. I want to know what is their age. Okay. It will display age. Okay. So now if I want to display this children, person of children, it will display both the children. So if I want to display Mithula alone, what I can do? So here comes the concept of indexing. DREN. So I know it's a list. Your children is being specified in the mean of list. So what I will do, I will put, if I put -1, what will get displayed? You know, list has both side indexing. Okay. Positive indexing as well as negative indexing. So if I put children of -1, what will get displayed? Mithula will get displayed. Okay. Is it clear? So this is how I can track me. For example, if I want to display, okay, if I want to display pet, in the same way I can do pet. If you see person of pets, okay, so pets is my key, okay, whose value are being framed in the form of what? Dictionary. So again I can directly give the key value. So உள்ள இருக்கிற key value என்ன? If I want to display dogs, okay, it's fit. So இந்த ரெண்டுக்கும் என்ன difference ன்னு understand பண்ணிக்கோங்க. Why I gave indexing over here? Why I gave indexing over here? And why I
That
gave
is list.
the key name. So since the values is being represented in the form of a list, I can give indexing. Here the values are represented in the form of a dictionary. So if I want to access this Fido, okay, I can access only through its key value, which is dog. So dogs. Is it clear? So this is how you can access the elements of, this is one way of accessing the elements of a dictionary. So dictionary elements can be accessed through its keys. Okay, dictionary elements will be elements under the other values, the elements. So each and every value is being associated with a key. So with the help of the key, you can access the elements. Okay, so this is about dictionary creation. So the things that you have to remember, that is there are some restrictions. I've already told, when you work out with values, there is no restrictions with respect to values. Your values can be of any data type. Your value can be a string, your value can be an integer, your value can be a list, your value can be a tuple, your value can be a dictionary, etc, etc. Values, there is no specific restrictions in giving a value. But when we speak of keys, okay, when we think about keys, the dictionary keys have to follow some sort of restriction. So the points that is being displayed in front of you makes those stuff. Okay, so a key can appear only once in a dictionary. So this clearly makes you to understand. If you see over here, F name is a key, age is a key, spouse name is a key, children is a key, pets is a key. Okay, so these keys can appear only once. Duplication is not allowed. Okay, and if you specify a key for a second time, then the initial creation will be overwritten. Okay, அதே கீயை நீ திருப்பி கொடுத்தோம்னா, அதே கீ நேம் நம்ம திருப்பி யூஸ் பண்ணி ஒரு வேல்யூ கொடுத்தோம்னா, ப்ரீவியஸா இருக்கிற வேல்யூ மேல ஓவர் ரைட் ஆயிடும். Okay, and another most important point with respect to dictionary key is dictionary key must be of type that is immutable. Okay, ஒரு டிக்ஷனரியோட கீ வேல்யூ வந்து இம்யூட்டபிள் கீ வேல்யூவா தான் இருக்க முடியும், மியூட்டபிளா இருக்க முடியாது. So that actually means the dictionary key value can be a string, integer, float. Okay, so float டிக்ஷனரி கீயா சொல்லலாம், இன்டிஜரை டிக்ஷனரி கீயா சொல்லலாம், ஸ்ட்ரிங்கை இன்டிஜர் டிக்ஷனரி கீயா சொல்லலாம். ஆனா லிஸ்ட் அண்ட் ஆல் cannot be லிஸ்ட், டிக்ஷனரி இட் செல்ஃப் cannot become a key. ஓகே, ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி வேல்யூஸை நம்ம ஜென்ரலா கீயா கொடுக்க மாட்டோம். ஸோ தீஸ் ஆர் தி இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் ரூல்ஸ் தட் யூ ஹாவ் டு கீப் இன் மைண்ட் வென் யூ ட்ரை டு write a key. Okay, when you try to add an element into your dictionary, these are the steps that you have to keep in mind when you frame a key value. So duplication is not allowed. If you specify, if you go ahead with duplication, the earlier ones will be replaced, and the dictionary key value must be an immutable data type. Okay, clear? So these are the restrictions that has to be kept in mind when you define the dictionary keys. Next, we will directly move on with operators and built-in functions with respect to your dictionary. Okay, so the direct function that we generally use with respect to dictionary will be len. So if I put len of person, it will tell there are 5 key value pairs within your dictionary. So here, if you take person, we have F name, age, spouse name, children, and pets. So all put together, there are 5 key value pairs. So len will actually find out the key count of the key value pairs that is present within the dictionary. Okay, and the next operator, other than this, we know about different built-in functions like max, min, they, so they won't act directly over a dictionary. Okay, they can't act directly over the dictionary, but they can act over the elements of a dictionary. Okay, so elements actually means ஒரு டிக்ஷனரியில எலமெண்ட் நீங்க எப்படி டிஃபைன் பண்ணுவீங்க, கீ வேல்யூ பேர்னு சொல்வீங்க. ஓகே, ஸோ அந்த வேல்யூ மேல these functions can act. If you take max function or if you take min function, min and max can be applied only over the values of the keys that are present within a dictionary, but not on the entire entity called as key value pair. Okay, so only I have mentioned only one built-in function that is associated with your dictionary, sorry, which is called as len of the dictionary. Okay, and when we speak with respect to operators, we're going to speak only about membership operators. So membership operators actually means this is the meaning, you can find out whether a specific key is being there in the dictionary. So membership operators implies you have a key called as f name. So f name in person, if I put, it will return true. Okay, so now we have a doubt whether in works with respect to uh, values. So Sorna is not a key, Sorna is actually a value. So when I try to check whether Sorna is present in person, it will return me false. So you can have a question, Sorna is a part of this dictionary, but why it is returning false? The answer is in operator, that is your membership operator can operate only on the keys of a dictionary. Okay, so what are all the keys of this person? F name is a key, age is a key, spouse name is a key, children is a key, pets is a key. இது மட்டும் தான் key. ஸோ கீ இருக்கான்னு மட்டும் தான் நம்ம கேட்க முடியுமே தவிர்த்து எலமெண்ட்ஸ் இருக்கான்னு நம்ம கேட்க முடியாது. ஸோ மெம்பர்ஷிப் ஆப்பரேட்டர்ஸ் கேன் பி அப்ளைட் ஒன்லி ஓவர் தி கீஸ் இன் அ dictionary. Okay, so that point you have to keep in mind. And next we'll move on with the built-in methods in a dictionary. So built-in methods, there are a wide varieties of built-in methods, around 9 to 10 built-in methods with respect to dictionary. Okay, so I will discuss some of the dictionary methods. So we'll start with get method. So get method, for the get method, okay, get is a method for which if you specify the key value, so person dot get. So get is a method through which you can retrieve the value of a specific key. So if the key value is f name, if I pass f name, what this will do, it will retrieve the value of f name. Okay, so for get method, what is the value that you will pass? You will be passing the key value. So what my get method will do, it will get the corresponding value of that key and it will display. So if I put person dot get of uh, what is that, children, he'll get me the corresponding values of children. So this is the purpose of using get method. And here, if I want to display, okay, for example, person dot items. Items is actually a method, okay, which will retrieve a list. Okay, what it is going to retrieve? It will return the list of dictionary items. Okay, so அந்த டிக்ஷனரியை ஒரு லிஸ்டா கன்வெர்ட் பண்ணி எனக்கு ரிட்டர்ன் பண்ணும். லிஸ்ட் ஆஃப் டியூபிள்ஸா கன்வெர்ட் பண்ணி ரிட்டர்ன் பண்ணும். ஓகே, ஸோ the point that you have to understand over here is, if I simply put person, it will display me the dictionary. But if I put person dot items, what is being returned over here? A list is being returned. A list of tuples is being returned. What is being returned? A list of, எப்படி இதை நான் லிஸ்ட்னு சொல்றேன் இங்க பாத்துக்கோங்க. It opens with a square bracket. உள்ள இருக்கிற first element first element ஓட representation என்ன? ஒரு tuple. Second element ஓட representation என்ன? ஒரு tuple. Third element ஓட representation என்ன? ஒரு tuple. So everything will be represented in the form of tuples. So items is a method will return the dictionary in the form of list of tuples. Okay, and then you have this copy method. Copy method, what you can do is you can create a shallow copy of your person. So person1 is equal to person dot copy. Okay, so copy is a method which creates a copy. So now if I put person1, whatever we had with person, same stuff will be copied within person1. Okay, so next you have a method called as clear. So clear method will actually, now since I have made a copy, I'm clearing this person, content in person. So if I put person dot clear, and now if I type person, it will show me as an empty dictionary. So all the elements are being removed and you have ended up with an empty dictionary. So these are the built-in methods. Okay, so get is a built-in method. இல்ல நீங்க ரொம்ப தெளிவா ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்க வேண்டியது get method, because we know about clear and copy. Clear and copy, we are coming across with all the other, we discussed that with respect to all the other data types too. So now with respect to dictionary, you people have to keep this get method and items method in your mind. So get method will actually, if you pass on a key value, it will get its corresponding value, and item method will return the dictionary in the form of list of tuples. Okay, so next set of built-in methods is keys. Okay, you have keys, you have update, and you have values. So here, what is the purpose of this method is, I'm taking this dictionary person1 dot keys. What this method will do is it will return all the keys. Okay, whatever keys are there with respect to your person1. So person1 la irukra key yaru? You have f name as a key. So f name, age, spouse name, children, pets. Idella key names. So all the key values will be returned. And similarly, person dot, if I put values, it will return all the, I'm sorry, person I have cleared. Okay, person1 dot values. So if I put person1 dot values, it will retrieve all the values alone. So values in the form of a list. So இங்கேயும் பாத்தீங்கன்னா return type என்ன? If I put person1 dot keys, it will return a list of keys. Okay, and similarly, if I put person1 dot values, it will return a list of values. So in the list of Swarna first element, 39 second element, Nesa third element, fourth element வந்து ஒரு list, fifth element வந்து ஒரு dictionary. So list of the keys will be returned as values. Okay, and you have a method called as update. So this update method is generally used to add a dictionary into another dictionary. இப்போ நம்மக்கிட்ட person1 அப்படின்னு ஒரு dictionary இருக்கு. Now I will create a dictionary called as person2. Okay, so person2 is created as an empty dictionary, and I am adding um, a, a key value pair, okay, L name, last name, into this dictionary. So I'm sorry, person2 of L name, okay, is equal to, I am giving this value. Now if I display person2, This is the value I have. This is the key value pair that is present within person 2. So now I have two dictionaries, person 1 and person 2. Okay, so now I want to update. Okay, I want to add the content of person 2 into person 1. So what I can do is I can use this update function, person 1 dot update of person 2. So now if I try to print person 1, what has happened? So to the, if you check it over here, the element, we had only one key value parent, person 2. So that's been added at the last of your person 1. So when I want to combine, okay, இந்த combine பண்ற process என்ன பண்ணும்னா second dictionary elements will be appended to the first dictionary. Okay, so person 1 is your first dictionary, person 2 is your second dictionary. Through person 1 you have invoking the update function, and person 2 is passed as an argument. Okay, so which dictionary is passed as an argument, that dictionary elements will be appended to the dictionary which is invoking that update function. So this is the purpose of using update function. Okay, sorry, where I am. So this is the purpose of using update function. So next we have another two built-in methods which does the work of removing items from the dictionary. Okay, so one is called as pop, another one is called as pop item. Okay, so dict dot, I'm sorry, person, here I can show you. So what I'm doing, person one dot pop of, I have to specify the key name. Okay, so if I give key name f name, what pop will do, it will pop the resultant. But now if I check person 1, f name will not be a part of it, so it will pop me as well as it will remove that item from the list. Okay, this is the purpose of pop. So I hope you understood. So pop method use பண்ணி எந்த கீயை நான் மென்ஷன் பண்றேனோ அதோடைய வேல்யூவை எனக்கு ரிட்டர்ன் பண்ணிடும், and at the same time it would have removed f name, okay, from person 1. ஸோ இப்போ person 1 நான் டிஸ்பிளே பண்ணும்போது எஃப் நேம் இருக்கா, இல்லை, ஏஜ்ல இருந்து தான் ஸ்டார்ட் ஆகுது. அண்ட் யூ கேன் for pop 1, for sorry, for pop you can actually pass more than one argument, f name comma age comma spouse name comma, எத்தனை கீஸை நீங்க ரிமூவ் பண்ணணும்னு நினைக்கிறீங்களோ அதை மொத்தமா பாப்புக்கு சென்ட் பண்ணலாம். பாப் ஐட்டம் வாட் இட் வில் டூ இஸ் இட் வில் delete, it will remove the last item. So person 1 dot pop item function, if I use, sorry, pop item, if I invoke, so which is my last element, last key value pair, L name colon Dhanakaran. So that will be displayed as well as it will be removed. So if I put person 1, so previously I had L name Dhanakaran, now last name Dhanakaran was not present. So this is the purpose of pop. Pop is generally used to remove an item from the list. So if I want to give a key specific item to be removed, then I will use pop. If I want to remove the last element, I can use pop item. Okay, so with this we finish up with the discussion of your dictionary. So now I'll move on with a very simple example. So write a Python program to find some maximum and minimum values of the values of a dictionary and print the dictionary. So the process is so simple. You are being given with, for example, you are being given with a dictionary which is a set of marks of a class. Okay, so now what they're asking you to do is they are asking you to find out. So let me take the input like this. Swarna is my student 1 whose mark is 88 in that subject. Neza is another student whose mark is 90 in that subject. Vijay is another student whose mark is 78 in this subject. So I have 3 students mark enclosed within a dictionary. Okay, and that marks is for a particular subject. So now what they are asked me to do over here, they have asked me to find out the sum. Okay, so 88 plus 90 plus 78 will give me 256. So I need to find out this sum. Next, I need to find out the maximum value. If I take 88, 90 and 78, 90 is the maximum value. And which is the minimum value? 78 is the minimum value. So now I need to write a program to do this process. Okay, is it clear? So now what we are going to do is we will directly write a program for that. Or since we are running out of time, I will just discuss this program directly. Okay, so what I have done over here is first I have created a dictionary. So this is an empty dictionary. Marks is equal to dictionary. If I put an empty dictionary is been created. So according to this program, we need to add elements into our dictionary. That is, key value pairs have to get inserted into your dictionary. So for that purpose, what we are going to do is we are going to use this while loop. Okay, so in this while loop, what we have done is very important. So in the while loop, before getting into this while loop, I need to know to set up the condition for this while loop. நான் இங்க என்ன பண்ண போறேன்னா, so what I'm doing over here is I will get the key value pairs. Okay, first student பேர் வந்து எஸ் ன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க. அவங்களோட மார்க்ஸ் 100. அடுத்த ஸ்டூடெண்டோட நேம் என், அவங்களோட மார்க்ஸ் வந்து 90. அடுத்த ஸ்டூடெண்டோட பேர் வந்து கே, ஜஸ்ட் ஐம் கிவிங் அ நேம், அவங்களோட மார்க்ஸ் வந்து 89. அடுத்த ஸ்டூடெண்டோடைய நேம் வந்து இ, அவங்களுடைய மார்க்ஸ் வந்து 25. ஓகே, so this goes on. At one point I need to stop. So why should I stop? I have got the marks of everyone. Okay, the student and their mark, the student and their mark, the student and their mark, the student and their mark. Okay, and each and every time I have to push it into my existing dictionary. So நான் இங்க என்ன பண்ண போறேன், first I am creating an empty dictionary called as marks. Okay, so an empty dictionary is been created. After creating this empty dictionary, okay, I have n students. For example, I have n students over here. So for each and every student, I have to get what? The key. Key is what? His name. Okay, let the key be his name and let the value be his marks. Okay, so இங்க நம்ம என்ன பண்ண போறோம்னா, at one point we have to stop the process of getting key and value. So what I have done in this program is I'm using this condition of this while loop, okay, to stop it. So initially I ஓட value 1 ன்னு fix பண்ணிட்டேன். So when I value is not equal to 99, I can proceed with the process of getting the key and value. So what I'm going to do is initial I ஓட value என்ன 1. So 1 is not equal to minus 99. So this condition becomes true. So I come inside, first I'm getting what as input? Key as input, which is a string. Okay, and second I'm getting value as input, okay, which is a mark ன்றதுனால it will be an integer component, அதனால int of input of போட்டு வாங்கிட்டேன். Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this key value pair into a dictionary called as marks. So marks is equal to dict of what I'm passing as an argument. Now dict function க்கு second உங்களுக்கு என்ன சொல்லி கொடுத்தேன், for a dict function you can pass list of tuples as an argument. So நம்ம இங்க என்ன பண்ணோம், கீயையும் வேல்யூவையும் ஒரு டியூப்புலா கிரியேட் பண்ணி அதை ஒரு லிஸ்ட்டுக்குள்ள போட்டு இந்த டிக்ட்டுக்கு பாஸ் பண்ணிட்டோம். இப்போ என்ன இருக்கும், மார்க்ஸ் ஃபங்க்ஷன் will have one element, okay, with a key value. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to use my update function, okay, and combine. Initially marksல என்ன வேல்யூ இருந்துச்சு, empty. So first key value pair நான் marks குள்ள add பண்ணிட்டேன். Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a value for I. So if this value enter minus 99 to finish dict creation, இந்த value நான் minus 99 கொடுக்கலனா, this while will get true again, it will get the next student. So when I give this I value as minus 99, என்னுடைய dictionary creation process stop ஆகும். Okay, at this point my dictionary creation will get stopped and I will print marks. I hope you understood. Key is a string variable for whom I have got a value. Value is a integer variable for whom I have got a value from the user. Now I am taking this key and value and I'm framing a tuple and I'm putting that into a list and I'm passing that for my dict function, so that marks1 is a dictionary that is getting created. So marks1 எப்படி இருக்கும் நம்ம கேஸ்ல இப்போ, it will be there in the form of a dictionary like this. marks1 குள்ள என்ன இருக்கும், key value என்ன, for example நான் கொடுத்திருக்கிற key value வந்து சொர்ணான்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க. So சொர்ணா கோலன் மார்க் வந்து 19 நான் கொடுத்தேன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க. This will be my dictionary. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this mark 1. I know what is the purpose of update function. Mark 1 dictionary இருக்கிற element தூக்கி marksக்கு நான் push பண்ணிடுவேன். Okay. So update function will add the elements of marks 1 into marks. So the first element, first key value pair is getting into first student name and his mark is getting into marks. Now I'll do this process until I enter minus 19. When I may enter minus 99, things will stop. So இப்போ நான் print marks போட்டனா என்ன print ஆகும்? ஒரு ஸ்டூடெண்ட் நேம் அவங்களோட கரஸ்பாண்டிங் மார்க், ஸ்டூடெண்ட் நேம் கரஸ்பாண்டிங் மார்க், ஸ்டூடெண்ட் நேம் கரஸ்பாண்டிங் mark. Okay. So now what I want to print. So now I have created my dictionary. After finishing the creation of dictionary, I can proceed with the process of finding the sum, max, and min. So sum, max, and min should be performed over what? Over the values of your dictionary. So direct marks dot values enna pannum? Marks dot values will retrieve the list of values in your dictionary called as marks. So now you have a list of marks alone. Okay. So if I want to find out the sum is a function which performs the summation of all the values in a list. Okay. All the values in a list. So on the list la irukra ella value eduthu sum பண்ணிடும். ஸோ அதோடைய அடிஷன் ரிசல்ட் எனக்கு கிடைச்சிரும். மேக்ஸ் ஃபங்க்ஷனுக்கு நீ என்ன பாஸ் பண்ற? லிஸ்ட் ஆஃப் வேல்யூஸ். ஸோ லிஸ்ட் ஆஃப் வேல்யூஸ் என்னவா இருக்கும்? ஒரு ஸ்டூடெண்டோட மார்க் 88 இருக்கும், இன்னொரு ஸ்டூடெண்டோட மார்க் 90 இருக்கும், இன்னொரு ஸ்டூடெண்டோட மார்க் 78 இருக்கும். ஸோ இந்த மூணுல எது பெஸ்ட்? 90 தான் மேக்ஸ். ஸோ தட் வில் பி ரிட்டர்ன். In the same way, min will also be performed. And for what purpose we have this for loop? To print the dictionary values. Okay, dictionary உடைய values print பண்றதுக்கு. So when I put for m in marks, m என்றது என்னவா retrieve ஆகும்? Key value retrieve ஆகும். So marks of that key value will give you the value of that corresponding key. So if I execute this program, function, it's okay, function fi, I'll put control L. It is asking. So first in a while loop la நீங்க ஒரு கீ கொடுக்கணும். ஓகே. ஸோ சொர்ணா இஸ் தி கீ, தி ஸ்டூடெண்ட் நேம் அண்ட் மார்க் இஸ் 90. Now what it will ask? Enter minus 99 to finish dictionary creation. ஒரே ஒரு ஸ்டூடெண்டோட டேட்டா தான் பாஸ் பண்ணியிருக்கேன். அதனால ஐ டோன்ட் வாண்ட் டு ஸ்டாப். ஸோ மைனஸ் 99 தவிர்த்து நான் என்ன கீ வேல்யூ கொடுத்தாலும் என்ன வேல்யூ கொடுத்தாலும் அதை அக்செப்ட் பண்ணிக்கும். ஸோ நவ் இட் இஸ் ஆஸ்கிங் ஃபார் மை செகண்ட் ஸ்டூடெண்ட். ஸோ ஐம் புட்டிங் நேசா, வேல்யூ இஸ் 88. Now again it will ask. I want to enter third student details. So I'm putting 3. Okay. Now I'm putting Vijay. Okay, so I'm putting the mark as 91. So now again it is asking, let me have student 4. Student 4, I will have Priya. Okay, and I'll put the mark as 78. So now if I give an enter, if I put minus 99, what it will do? Your while loop stops. And what happened over here? Or what and all we asked to print, everything has been printed. Sum என்னது 90. அதாவது இந்த டிக்ஷனரியில் இருக்கிற வேல்யூஸை மட்டும் எடுத்துக்கும். வேல்யூஸ் என்ன? 90, 88, 91 and 78. All these values will be taken and the addition of these values will be given over here. Max value என்ன? 91. Min value என்ன? 78. அந்த for loop டிக்ஷனரியோட வேல்யூஸை மட்டும் print பண்ணிடுச்சு. Is it clear? So with this we finish up today's class. Thank you. So if you have any doubts, you can ask me. Otherwise, you can move on with your laboratory session. Thank you. If you have any doubts, you can ask me, or otherwise you can move on to your laboratory session.